before I go to bed. I did a pretty damn good job on my last video, man. I had like 250 views. I had people DMing me on Facebook. They're like, "Hey, Rose, that was some real shit you made right there. The last video you made, hour and a half, pretty damn, like you were spitting facts. This and that." So I said, "Why don't you go ahead and make another video?" I wasn't even going to make one tonight. I went out and went to do the poker nights. And of course, I did win some money. Yeah, retail always sucks, Brandon Rogers. Oh, yeah, and don't forget, I am doing the NFL football pick'em league this year. And I got a special announcement to make. I will be doing championship belts or coming back. Oh, man, I can't wait. I got some cool designs for this year that I'm going to be doing for every pick'em league. So I'm pretty glad that I'm bringing that back because now you're incentivized for winning now. But that's another video. Um, I saw this. Yeah, Brandon, it's not for another couple weeks, dude. We're still a little out of the ways. There's no rush. We're still a little ways from football season, so no rush. I just wanted to let you know. You know, I was uh, I was playing poker tonight at the Scotty Saloon. If y'all are at my Facebook, you would see that. I was on Scotty Saloon, and I won $3,800. Of course, it wasn't technically 3,800. It was just 3,800 in chips, and you win prizes because, of course, it's illegal to gamble in the state of Texas. So they have like once a month they have like a casino night at Scotty's, and you play like these little tournaments. They got blackjack, roulette, and so I stood on the blackjack table and we were playing. The blinds were, I think, like 100 and 200 to start. And then you pay $10, you get $2,500 worth of chips, and you could do a buy in again. It was just for fun, and you can win prizes. Depending on how many chips you have left, you can have so many tickets, and then you enter a raffle. So I won like a Scotty's cup. It was like one of those mugs, and I had a good time, man. I met some pretty cool people up there. We exchanged numbers with a couple of people, Facebooks, with some of the people who lived in the area, and got to know a couple of people, and I had a good time. Anyways, so they say success is the best revenge, and I see a lot of this, like these type of videos, and they say that, well, you want to, in order to get people back, success is the best revenge, you know, and I kind of respectfully disagree with that statement. I think that if you're saying success is the best revenge, then ultimately you're saying for you to become successful or to be successful in life, whatever that niche is you find, that you're ultimately paying back somebody for their wrongdoing onto you or whatever the case is. I don't think that, because it becomes a materialistic thing. It's basically saying like, well, I become successful later in life, so I that's my revenge back on you. So I'm gonna call you back just to remind you that I'm successful and you're not. Blah blah blah. And I think that's one of the problems that you see predominantly on social media with a lot of these content makers, especially like on Instagram, YouTube, and on all these other sites, TikTok. A lot of people like to brag about all this materialistic stuff that they have, like cars, women, guys, and look how much money I have, and they want to like slap you in the face and blah 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 blah. It's a legal sports bet in the state lottery, charitable gaming permitted. Well, I mean, it's and technically in Texas, we're not allowed to gamble for money, so we gamble for prizes. Now, of course, online's a lot different. I mean, there's different sort of laws. You have to check with your local state laws. I know in Louisiana you can gamble, in Oklahoma you can gamble. They got casinos there. Texas, we got the game rooms that are AK probably gonna get raided, but I mean you can gamble here, but just don't get caught. But yeah, I wanted some cool prizes, and it's not real about money to me anyway. Money's just a transfer of energy. Money has no value in essence. Now, of course, you have to have nice things, but money doesn't mean anything to me. All it's just a transfer of energy. All you need is money. That of course, you want to have a lot of money to pay bills and stuff. Well, Mr. Rose, you won't be saying that if you're a billionaire. I'm like, well, no shit. But I'm just saying, ultimately, to me, money is just a transfer of energy. I don't look at the dollar the way that I used to look at it when I was younger, and like I can't wait to be a millionaire. I can't wait to be a billionaire. Now it's just like I don't really care about money. Like what is money? If you look at the generations, for example, which I'm about to get back to the video because I'm kind of falling off topic here, but if you look at the boomer generation, for example, they're like money, and here goes millennials. Um, is there any money? And then Gen Z, what is money? So, like, if you look at today, what is money? Nothing. It's just a transfer of energy. That's all it is. It's just enough to make probably half your problems go away. That's really what it is. It means nothing. Money means nothing. Because, and people say, well, why do you say that? I had somebody ask me that earlier about money. They said, "Does money mean a lot?" I mean, money means everything. I said, "Nah, not really." So money means nothing to me. Like, why? I'm like, because life in general is rented. Everything you own is rented. If you're lucky to live to see it, 70 years, 80 years, 90 years means nothing. Money means nothing. It's just a transfer of energy. That's all it really is. That's all it is. Bet on me on the underdog. Well, appreciate that. Well, I appreciate you guys for liking the video. I mean, y'all may disagree with what I'm saying, but I don't really. Money is good and food and clothes, paying bills, but either then, that's all it's good for. Yeah, I'll probably do a separate video on that. But no, they say success is the best revenge. And I've been seeing a lot of people like making these videos. And it's kind of like, I kind of, actually, I respectfully disagree with success as revenge. I think if you're using success in life as a tool to say that I'm paying back revenge on people who did me wrong, I think you're looking at success the wrong way. I think success is something that everybody should, well, ideally, I would like to see everybody have success in life. You know, I'm not the kind of person that would roll the window down and laugh at a poor person that's asking for change, or somebody that's homeless or something like that. Like, I know we always see a lot of that online. A lot of these idiot YouTubers and a lot of these idiot streamers, they do stuff like this, and it's disgusting. You know, but I try not to watch their videos because it just makes you more depressed or stressed, or that knee jerk reaction, angry comment moment, Karen moment, and you leave a comment and say, "Oh, I hate you, rat bastard." And it's just, to me, I don't want to waste energy on video makers like that, so I just unsubscribe and I don't really sub to their channel or anything like that. Um, Now, Power Slap. Any thoughts on that? Um, oh well, if you really want me to be honest with you, I think the power of the hand that slaps your head, rattles the brain, is something I probably wouldn't do. But people nowadays are chasing the dollar, a worthless dollar that's collapsing anyway. So people will do anything for money. Um, it seems like people will do anything for money nowadays. And it's just that's basically another reason why I say how the dollar is worthless. Because you're chasing an imaginary paper that has zero meaning to it. Maybe I look at money differently the way other people do. Now they say, well, why would you work for money if money doesn't mean anything? Well, you have to have a living, obviously, and it feels good to know that you can help others to a degree. And but I don't view money as the let's see what's the word. I don't use money as a weapon to belittle others like you see online a lot. I basically use it as a way, to make a living, or if I want to go on vacation, or for example, if I want to help my family, like stuff like that. I don't use it as a way to jump on social media and say, hey, look at this nice car I have, look at all these women I have, or look at all this money I have. Man, ooh, yeah, I'm better than you. And you see a lot of people like this, probably some of y'all's favorite YouTubers or Instagram content makers are like this. And I think we've gotten to a point to where we kind of worship material objects that are only temporarily, that really are not going to be here when we die anyway, which is another reason why I don't have the same care for money that other people do. Yes, you need a living and stuff. If I become a billionaire, a millionaire, that'd be great. But if I don't, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Oh, me, yeah, me too. Well, I appreciate it, guys, for you commenting. Hunter, my brother gets 15 to 20. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. I would like to be good enough for a man to be chef someday. Oh, well, I think you will be. I think you will be. Have faith. Appreciate. No, but anyways, back to the video. Yeah, we had casino night tonight at Scotty's. Had a wonderful time. And then I got home and, couldn't really sleep. Had a lot on my mind. Decided, talk about, it's the success, the best revenge. And I think that I don't think success is the best revenge, but I think but at the same time, it helps you move on faster, and it helps keep your mind busy, and it helps you find your identity in life. That makes sense. Whatever that may be, success could be, you know, um, may not be money. It could be, um, you know, interest, hobbies. It could be, things you enjoy doing. It doesn't necessarily have to be a dollar amount. You know, some people define success as, oh, I'm a billionaire, so therefore I have all this success, and maybe they find it that's their niche. You know, um, for me, that's not necessarily the case. For me, it's just, you know, some people say, well, I want to be a billionaire. Some people say I want to be, they'll have like a dollar amount. Like for me, it's not a dollar amount. Yeah, I'm not rich at all. Like I said, I make 24 an hour plus overtime, so I work a lot of overtime. So that's not rich at all. But it was a lot more than what I used to make. I mean, absolutely. But it's a step up in the right direction. It in other words, I've worked for places where people have ripped me off. I've worked for places where people have said they were going to pay me and never did. I've worked for minimum wage jobs. I've worked for highly paid jobs before, even more than what I was making now. You know, and one thing is for certain, like money comes and goes. It just comes and goes. It's not. There's no constant flow of it. It just comes and goes. You know, And success is not the best revenge, but it helps you move on. It helps the healing process. It helps you find your identity in life. You know, who you are as a person. It helps you, it makes you feel good knowing that you could help others around you that are close to you. Mom, dad, brother, sister, uncle. Let me read the comments real quick. Do you know Austin Turp Daddy? I'm gonna fight and power slap. Oh, I don't know who that is. I'm grateful for my kitten. Well, that's good to know. Thank you, Stephen. Well, I appreciate it, Sherry, whoever you are. Yeah, me too. And now I really just don't care. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear about it. You shouldn't have that kind of attitude. I'd like to be good enough for a man to be a chef someday and help the homeless who are hungry because I know when the fills the food and the next meal is coming. So Sherry cheerleader royal blue burnt orange. Royal blue burnt orange. Royal blue burnt orange. That sounds like a college town. Because like I said, mine's is orange and white. Because I'm UT all the way. Oh, hold on real quick. Hmm. I agree. Money is good for food and clothes. Like and subscribe. I appreciate that. Whoever you are. We can see you don't like expel energy. Well, I appreciate you. God bless you. Uh, God bless your soul, man. Hey, Daniel Young. Thank Young or Rodney D. Young. Thanks for having that. For having that thought process in my mind now. It's an old commercial. Did you have any luck in poker, man? I had um, I had some luck, but then again, I got beat on some really good hands. I had a low end straight. And somebody beat me at for the fucking river with a jack, and he had a higher end straight than I did. And so I lost a lot of chips on that hand, what you call a bad beat in poker. Poker's addicting, by the way. You guys ever play poker, like Texas Hold'em? It is addicting, man. You could be playing that damn game all day. But yeah, success is not the best revenge, but it helps you get over, and it helps you get over. It helps you. It helps the healing process. It helps keep your mind busy. It helps you keep your mind on the task, and it gives you a sense of fulfillment in life to know that you have like a cause. You're actually, you know, you have a cause in life. You have a purpose. And sometimes like people wander through life wondering like what am I supposed to do? And sometimes I think just certain things just stumble upon you for no reason, like it just out of nowhere. And you just end up finding success that way. I do believe that. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that school. I mean, it sounds familiar. I don't know where that's at. I don't know where that's at though. So I'm trying to think like where the hell is that school at? I don't know. Are you waiting for Halloween? Yes, I am. Halloween's coming up. I'm off that day too. I'm gonna do a live stream of Halloween, by the way. I'm gonna show like my decorations and everything. I still got some of it up. Look, watch this. Watch this. See? So I got my Longhorns up here. I already got like some of the setup. And then of course I got Welcome to Derry. Hold on. See that Welcome to Derry? It the Clown. Oh, you're gonna do a stream? That's cool. How many of y'all scared of clowns? Or spiders? That Stephen King's It movie, it's just something about that theme song scares the shit out of me. Like that's one theme song that scares me to death. I don't get it. Yeah, it. Yeah. It scares the shit out of me, man. I don't know. I'm not talking about the new one or the Welcome to Derry, that series. I'm talking about the actual original Stephen King's It. Like that clown scares the shit out of me. And then not to mention that song, it's just something about that song, man. That shit is freaky, man. There's sometimes that song it registers in my mind and I still have nightmares. The Freddy movie. Yeah, that one too. The original, you talking about the original. How's Ronald McDonald scare you? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. How the hell does Ronald McDonald? You talking about the McDonald's guy? You talking about him? Now I don't know how that guy could scare you. He looked goofy, if anything. I'm talking about it. Stephen King's It. Now that guy is scary. Ronald has a past. What kind of past? Ronald McDonald? That's the McDonald's guy when you go and get the Happy Meal with Grimace and who's the purple one? I can't think of the purple guy's name, but Grimace is the other one. He's the thief with the bandana on or whatever on his eyes. Yeah, man, I like Ronald McDonald, man. Y'all can't say Ronald McDonald. Man, Ronald McDonald is fucking badass, bro. Now, It the Clown fucking scares the shit out of me, especially the original one. To this day, the Hamburglar, is he the purple one? He's the purple. Wait a minute. So Grimace is the thief guy, right? I'm thinking, I might have got my characters mixed up, bro. It's been so long. I just know Ronald McDonald's. There's Grimace, the Hamburglar, and I think that okay. So purple is Grimace. Okay, cool. So purple is Grimace. It's like Barney, basically. Y'all may not know who Barney is, but that's like basically like Barney. That purple dinosaur. Oh yeah. Yeah, that damn It Clown, man. That motherfucker's scary. Especially, it's really his music is even the crazy part. Man, I tell you, I still something about that song, man. It just registers in my mind, and it just scares me, man. It caught on camera. I didn't know that. The Ronald McDonald. Oh, no clowns. Hey, Georgie part is yeah, the one with the ripping the arm off. The one with the ripping the arm off. Still to this day. Always fast forward through that part. The new It didn't really scare me, but the old one did. Still does. I guess some movies were just made perfect. Clown, the actor's face is really shaped like that. For real? Sitting on the bench at McDonald's. I didn't know that. They may have a video on that. I may have to look that shit up. I think so. I think It the Clown wasn't he a spider at the end of the thing? I think he was like a giant spider. And I think they end up ripping his heart out at the end or something like that. At the very end of part two. But they're gonna have the Welcome to Derry series. I think it came out already. Have you seen Spider? You know what's actually scary? We live in a dream. I'd rather deal with Jason and Freddy than the clown. Yeah, true. There ain't no good movies coming out. I don't think so. Not that I know of, Marvin. Not that I know of. Your other video was fire the other night. Appreciate it, bro. Hard Eyes. I've seen every single one of them. I've seen well since I was 3 or 4. Man, I'm telling you. I heard that they're making another the Michael Myers movie. Did y'all hear about that? They're making another one. And I don't know how they're going to be able to do it because they burned his body. So I don't know exactly how they're going to be able to pull that off. They allegedly burned his body and now he's back. I'm kind of curious. So is he going to kill his sister finally? I mean, is it? I kind of wonder if that's kind of where they're going with it. You know, like that's what they're trying to do is like maybe the next one they'll kill his sister and then he'll finally leave or something. Like maybe that's where they're going with this. But yeah, they've been talking about that. Oh yeah, Jason X movie was badass. No, I'm a horror movie fanatic. I love fucking horror movies. Shit. You know what, man? They've been making a lot of Night of the Living Dead movies. No, but I thought they burnt Michael Myers, right? In the last one? Or they chopped his body up or something like that. In the very last one. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought that's what they did. Shit, am I tripping? Nope. They got burnt in the house. The Faculty movie was a trip. Oh, the the Fatality move was a trip too. You talking about the Faculty? Is that what you were talking about? That's a good movie too. Classic. You know what they should have made? A Jason versus Freddy part two. I don't know why they never did that shit. They should have been did that movie, bro. The first one was real good. And then they were supposed to make like a second one. They never did. Do you know what Skinwalker is? No, what's that? I have no clue what that is. I don't know what you guys all do for a living, but I wish everybody a wonderful success in life. I'm not the kind of guy to, kick another man when he's down, but, you know, sometimes you have to be told that harsh truth about things. Especially reverting to my last video, but yeah. Now, I'm not the kind of person to say, oh, I don't wish any success on you. I wish everyone a successful life. We wouldn't have any poverty if that was the case. Yeah, Freddie was still alive and Jason was still alive. Now, I agree with you. They should have been made a part 2 to that. Oh, you think he was fighting him in the dream? It'll come out of the daytime and nighttime matter if you whistle. Would run up to 100 miles an hour. Damn. I never heard of that. It sounds like some superstitious type of stuff. You think Bigfoot is real? Man, Marvin, I did a video on that shit. You should go look it up in my archives. I did a whole video stream on that shit, and I was playing videos from back in the day where they said he was walking around in the woods and shit. Have you seen the 1961 where he's walking around and somebody filmed him? I mean, it's kind of hard to see, but then they got it in 4K now. And people said that they've seen him, like Bigfoot walking around in the woods. Kind of makes you wonder if he's really alive. Still. Some people think there's like an underworld here. Like if you go towards like the center of the earth, they say that there's like a civilization under there that we don't even know about. Think about it. It's kind of weird, isn't it? They say in Antarctica that there's a civilization like underneath the ice. I'm watching a lot of content makers talking about it. I just think it's kind of fascinating, Imagine that if there were like aliens or something like hiding underneath the depths of the earth. And that, like what you see above ground is nothing compared to the other world. Kind of crazy, isn't it? And Bigfoot was white. And I'm like, I don't believe that in my head. Toying with Jason. Yeah, that's true. That's good. You're working overtime, Matthew. What's good, man? I haven't seen you in a minute either, man. What's going on, man? Just chilling. The problem is people use success nowadays as a way to put others down. I know. That's unfortunately social media for you. That's the dark side of social media. That's the part we're at now. Is that we don't really educate people anymore to be successful. What we do is we just use it as a tool to drive others down. Instead of trying to give them the tools needed to where they can find that success, if that makes any sense. Unfortunately, it's that's tell the wind. Yeah, I got a cat right over here. Just laying down. But yeah, I had to unsub to a lot of people. A lot of these content makers. Now I'm only subbed to maybe like 20 people. 20 or 30. That's it. That's it. That's why I don't show up on my YouTube feed anymore. Because of the fact that I'm worried about who I watch. I think at the end of the day, when you watch people, if you're not learning anything from them, no sense of being subbed to their channel. If it's just negative gossip bullshit, it's just basically like feeding your brain like bad brain fuel. It's like, because sometimes you you take in information and it can really have an effect on how your output is. And I really just think at this point, you have to feed your mind, but you have to feed your brain like, you know, information that's going to channel like something positive in your life. That makes sense, rather than just to drive more negative energy. Because I'm starting to believe uh, in positive energy flow. You know, the moon craters all in the same depth. It's a trip. It starts acting really weird, like walking around. Okay, I've never seen that one. Is it Skinwalker? I need to look that up. Is that on YouTube? I need to look that up. I'm definitely gonna look that up. Skinwalkers. It sounds like a movie. Marvin said life goes by too fast. No more birthdays for me. Oh man, that sucks. I don't want any more birthdays either. Fuck that shit. It's also on Google. All right, I'm gonna check that out. It's called Skinwalker. I never heard of that. Skinwalker. Okay, I'm gonna type that up. They have a movie of it called Skinwalker. Is exactly how it is on YouTube. I mean on Google. Yeah, I gotta read that stuff. You know what showed up on my feed the other day? They said that it was called like a Wayside Ball or something, Bayside Mall in Miami last year. They said it was like a bunch of teenagers were fighting, but then they said some aliens were walking around. And a bunch of like police showed up, and I've been watching like TikTok videos on it. It's like kind of weird. They said they don't know for sure if it was an alien there, but it showed like video footage of what it looked like some 8 foot creature walking around the mall. I was like, wow, that's kind of weird, kind of freaky. Kind of weird, kind of freaky, ain't it? To walk around like in a mall. Probably Skinwalker. Yeah, probably might be. Do you believe in aliens or some life forms outside of Earth? Well, you got to figure if well, I mean, you got to take into account, I mean, how big the universe is, right? So, space is infinite, but technically it's not. Technically speaking, that space expands, but what's beyond expansion? There's size, maybe nothing, maybe something, I don't know, but they say space is infinite based on expansion. So if space expands, then what's outside of that, right? So technically, space is infinite by definition. So you got to think to yourself, well, there has to be something. Like there's other planets, Google, what they call Google plexes or some shit like that. I got to catch up on my astronomy, but you got to figure there's got to be something, like something, like maybe not us, but something else, like an organism or something. Slender Man, not skinwalkers, though. I heard of something like that. Hey, Kalen, what's going on? Bro thinks he's on to something. Maybe. Space chosen, explore, and who can? 100. Do you think we'll ever get to Mars? They say it's a 3 month journey. They say going to the moon is only 4 days travel. Why we haven't put man back on the moon, I don't know. Or maybe there's something on the moon that we don't want to see. Is the moon a satellite? Is there what's going on, Caitlin? Is there uh, Martians on the moon? Have you ever heard of the dark side of the moon and the theories of the dark side of the moon? That there's alien spaceships and stuff there. Maybe perhaps There is. Maybe there is. That should give you a clue of what state I'm in. You heard it was cold out tonight. Oh, it was a full moon tonight. Have y'all ever seen the red moon or the pink moon? Like where the moon turns red? It gives like that reddish glow. I like a lot. It's kind of fascinating. Every now and then I see it. Every now and then. Like I see the red moon, like the moon light red a little bit. Think about it. The moon light and red. Think about it. The moon aliens. They're saying. Yeah, I've seen the moon like red, like a light red color. One time I remember I was coming home and when the sun sets a certain way, it'll give off a pinkish glow and it gives like a pinkish look, like the whole sky, and then it like kind of shoots this pinkish look all around. Y'all ever seen that? It rarely happens, but it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Arizona's moon is red, New York moon is white. Yours on shrooms. Well, I'll tell you what. I live in I live in Houston, so that should tell you where I'm at. Now, have y'all ever seen it? Have y'all ever seen it where it gives off a pinkish look when the sun sets? Y'all ever seen that? It's the coolest thing I've ever seen that Mother Nature has to offer. Hold on, real quick. Correct. Yeah, the pink clouds, and then it shoots this ray, and it looks pink all around. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, man. Like it makes you feel like you're in like a video game or like you're in fantasy land. You're in a dream almost, dream world. It's a dream. It gives you the coolest dream. Destiny's Child Moon. Someone's trying to be funny. I'm still trying to get the jokes though, no offense. But okay. I think he's just trolling at this point. Maybe he's just bored and says, I'm just going to troll to see what I can get. All right, you take care. Oh, that orbits the Earth. I've never seen that one. I mean, I got to figure we're not alone on this planet. We have to, here's a question. Are we alone outside of the Earth? But Are we, it's not about are we alone outside the earth? Are we alone inside the earth? I mean, think about it, it's kind of weird, isn't it? We always talk about is there life outside of the earth, but is there life beyond us inside of the earth? Like under the, in the center of the universe, or let's say uh, in the mountains somewhere, you know, lies this or that, you know? There are other creatures besides us. Hey, Caitlin, you call us creatures. Well, that was nice of you. The planet that orbits the Earth, Nebula. I've never seen that one that orbits the Earth. They say that there's a planet that's shaped like a horse head. Did y'all see that one? It's shaped like a horse head. You know? Have you ever seen a shooting star? No. Caitlin called us creatures. Well, technically, we probably, if, let's say, there were aliens, they looked at us, and we would think they were weird, and we would call them a creature, and they would probably think we were creatures. So, I mean, that's a fair assessment. That's a good way to look at it. You know, I mean, that's kind of technically correct. There's a pink planet. Have you seen? I feel it come in the weekend. I didn't know that. Damn. Okay, Caitlin's all fucking roasting tonight. Google Maps and look up Skinwalker Ranch. All right, I'm gonna look that up. Skinwalker Ranch. I'll look that up. Do you believe in vampires? I have fangs. That doesn't make me a vampire. See, I got fangs, pointy teeth. Right here, right there, pointy teeth. Um, well, Marvin, I'll put it like this. I mean, there's been like ancient stories of Dracula. I've been like reading into it, but they say like some guy was bathing around in blood for like people he killed. I don't know. It's in Romania, the birthplace of Dracula. There've been so many movies about him. It's kind of hard to know exactly what's which. I've never been. I've never been to the. Oh, I've been to the Alamo when I was a kid. That there's water above us. Well, yeah, the clouds when it rains. I would like to say that. Does that count? Oh, Salem, the Dracula story is real. Hey, you guys ever seen Salem's Night, or what they call them, the Salem's Lot? I'm talking about the that Dracula with the weird face. It's like an old '70s, '80s movie. Y'all ever seen Salem's Lot? Man, that movie's fucking scary. I haven't seen it in so long, but have you seen like that YouTuber that does like he does like the old filming places for movies, and like he showed where the old house was? Dude, that movie's crazy. That house is scary. Yeah, I think it's called Salem's Lot, ain't it? That's the old like vampire movie from the '80s. Man, that movie scares the shit out of me. They look blade vampires. Their mouths look scary as fuck. Yeah. What's the scariest Dracula movie you've ever seen? Uh, well, it's not Blackula. Y'all remember Blackula? Well, I haven't seen that one. Was more of a comedy, but um, Interview with the Vampire. No, that's the one with Brad Pitt, ain't it? No, that wasn't scary. You know, I haven't seen that movie in ages. I don't. There was like a movie that was kind of scary. It was called Blood Species. Y'all ever seen Blood Species? I think it was like that weird, creepy vampire from Romania, and like his shadow would always travel to follow you. You never even really saw him until he was right in front of your face, and he talked really weird, kind of creepy. But Blood Species was a good one. That was kind of somewhat scary, just because his shadow always traveled around. With Eddie Murphy, Blackula was Blackula with Eddie Murphy? Really? Oh yeah, that's that Vampire Brooklyn. Yeah, with Eddie Murphy. I forgot about that one. That was a comedy, right? But they had the original Blackula. Blackula was like a '70s movie. It was like a disco like vampire movie. And Blackula infected a lot of people. And then I remember like he had like the whole city almost like infected, like they were all vampires. Oh, you like to be scared? Well, subspecies will probably scare the shit out of you. Like dead ass. That movie will scare the fuck out of you. That was a classic, man. Scariest movie of all time. Oh, Dark Knight Scarecrow. Absolutely. 1981. Look that one up. It's on YouTube. Go watch it. Dark Knight Scarecrow, 1981. That was with the guy from Doctor Giggles. I can't think of that actor's name. You know Doctor Giggles, the actor that was Doctor Giggles. He's in that movie. And then there was I can't think of the other actors. That's a classic fucking movie. Birds scared me. Yeah, Birds was scary too. Nah, the Dark Knight Scarecrow scary. And listen to have you listened to the theme song for that movie? Go type it in on YouTube. Type in Dark Knight Scarecrow 1981. That was the first ever horror movie that used Scarecrow as a prop as an actual villain. In fact, Batman, um, the cartoon series, got the Scarecrow character from that movie. The concept of Scarecrow. Because Scarecrow originally came from Dark Knight Scarecrow. It was the first ever movie ever made with the Scarecrow as the prop, as the villain. So, yeah. So you got to give homage to Dark Knight Scarecrow because that movie was the one that created the Scarecrow for Batman and every other Scarecrow movie after that. That was what set it off. That's what set the tone. I'm watching you. Oh, appreciate it. Children of the Corn? Hell yeah, Children of the Corn was fucking badass. Have y'all ever seen Children of the Damned? Now, that one was a good one. I can't believe Kirstie Alley passed away. And Christopher Reeves. They're both in the movie. Superman is in that movie. Children of the Damned. And then Kirstie Alley's in there, and she passed away about 3 years ago. I think battle with cancer. She was like late 70s. That's how you know time's going by fast. Seriously, The Hills Have Eyes was a trip too. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. Now we can talk about movies all night. I'm a horror movie fanatic. What's that movie with a girl that comes out of the TV? Oh, wasn't that The Ring? I think that was The Ring. Believe it or not, she used to be like, oh, yeah, Kirstie Alley she was kind of cute, man. You know who also was attractive? You ever seen that movie Bedazzled with what's his name? I can't think of his name. That the one that played the Bumby. that girl that he was lusting over that was the devil. She was kind of hot. I can't remember who that actress was. Who was that actress that played in Bedazzled? She's on the front cover. She was cute. I remember the Jeepers Creepers. The Jeepers Creeper first one's the best one, especially when he sticks his face in the mirror. Jeepers Creepers was scary. You know, man, I remember one time my mom was watching this movie. I'll never forget. This is an old school movie. And it was this girl that was possessed, like a little girl. And it's not like the Omen or nothing like that, but I think it was like she got possessed by this like devil or something. And she threw a toaster in the bathtub and it killed the father. And then she tried to go after the mother but couldn't like successfully get her. And then at the very end of the movie, when the mother was in the hospital, the girl was at the edge of the bed and she's like, "Hi, mommy." And then the mom started screaming bloody murder. And it just, because back then the movies like left you suspenseful. Not like now where everything's like over dramatic and like the whole previews tell you what the movie's gonna, how it's gonna end. It's crap. But like back then they would leave it suspenseful for you. So like it would just did a freeze still on that moment, and I was like, "Holy shit, that movie scared the shit out of me." I can't think of the name of that movie though. I wish I remembered it so that I could, so I could try to watch it again. The Village with Adrian Brody. I've never seen that one. That sounds scary. I don't know. I might be scared. Caitlin, it was. The daughter was possessed by some sort of demon or something. I don't know if it was like a. She killed the father, threw the toaster in the tub and electrocuted him, and then tried to kill the mother. And I just know the mother ended up in the hospital. And at the end of the movie, you could see her at the edge of the bed, the little girl. And she's like, "Hi, mommy." I'm like, "Oh, fucking shit, man." The mother screaming. And I was just like, it was the end after that. There's a movie called God Told Me To, or something like that. Or it's a scary movie, but I never seen it. But it's called God Told Me To. I need to go look it up because it's like an 80s movie, but it's supposedly supposed to be real scary. So you're talking about possession. I think that's the name of the movie. Is that what it's called? Possession, the one with the little girl? Is that the one with the little girl was possessed? And she threw the toaster? Oh God, I gotta go look that up. God damn it. I owe you one for that. Because now I gotta go look that movie up. Possession. It's an old school 80s movie. The Stigmata movie was good. Candyman's another good one. Never heard of it. I'll look it up. I was watching they got a bunch of good movies that are like fictional, which means not true. There's one called Blood Vessel I was watching the other day. It's on YouTube. They got a lot of these like movies that are like straight to release, and it's about these like right after World War II, when like Germany was sending out a lot of their ships, like in the northern part of Britain, that controlled the seas up there. They left a ship abandoned, and a bunch of these Americans like stumbled along it, and they said we need to get on the ship because I guess they must have abandoned their ship, and so they went on to the German ship and said, "Okay, we can find refuge here until somebody finds us." And then come to find out, that ship, nobody was on it, and there were a bunch of dead bodies on there that were like all eaten up. And come to find out, there were like ancient like vampires that were on that ship that been around. I mean, they must have been around way before that, but somehow they found a way on that ship, and they were like basically feeding on that ship. And I thought it was a really good movie. I was watching it. I kind of like binge watched it a lot when I was at work. I thought it was I really liked it. Really good movie. Blood Vessel. Oh, you seen that? Yeah, that's a good one. A really good movie. Little Pause. Did you ever see the movie where you were attacking Tokyo? Like God, when you were with Godzilla and you attacked Tokyo. Yeah, he said he did. He was the star in Godzilla. He was one of Godzilla's villains. Insidious, that's a good one. Insidious is a good one. God, I haven't seen that one in a while. Dude, I haven't seen The Ring in years. How many rings are there? You mean the girl that comes out the TV with the black hair? She kind of looks like Wednesday from Addams Family. I think I might have seen that one, like the first one. How many rings are there? They're like three, I think. I've only saw the first one. Oh yeah, he's right here. It's attack of the creature. This is a live dinosaur right now. What you're seeing is a live dinosaur. A live dinosaur. It's been around for millions of years. Oh man, Little Paws is a beast, dude. He is a monster from outer space. Yeah, Sleepaway Camp was another good one. Okay, so I think the last ring was Rings the movie. So how many rings are there? Not Lord of the Rings, but rings. Oh yeah, man, the cat's fucking badass, dude. He's a beast. He sleeps next to you every night, man. You can't complain about that. Man, this monster went and flipped his food bowl over the other day because he didn't get his wet canned food. So he slapped the other bowl that had the dry food in it, and dry food went everywhere, like everywhere. I mean, he doesn't get his way. Look the fuck out. He doesn't get his way, then he's had it. He's completely had it. Mm-hmm. He's kind of grayish, but he's I suspect he actually might be mixed with Bobcat. He's got a real thick fur coat, like kind of like Maine Coon cats, but he's not as large as them. So I'm suspecting his dad might have been a Bobcat. That's the suspicion. We are suspicious, but we don't have any proof yet, right? Little Paws, we haven't done your what is it your DNA, your ancestry. We need to do that. We need to get that done. Man, he's got a little like black to him, but it's mainly like a light gray and a dark gray. Yeah, we're gonna do his ancestry to see who his parent to see where he's from. No, your cat retaliates. That sucks. Blade 2. I met Steven Dorff. That's what's up. Damn, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Next time you throw a party, let us know. Shit. Yeah, Triple H was in Blade 2. Oh, Blade 1 is the best. What'd you think of the Resident Evil series? The first two were good, the rest suck. All the Resident Evil suck except for the first two. The movies. Now, the video games, most of them are pretty good. They remastered, I think, recently, just part four. And I mean, I like them all. I like all the Resident Evil video games. I think they did a really good job in how they made it. Silent Hill, that's another good one. They said bring the snacks. Yep, everybody bring your own bowl. Silent Hill's a good one. Uh, there's a scary movie about the zombies. It's called City of the Dead. It's a 1980 film, Marvin. And yeah, that movie's fucking scary. Damn, 1:30 a.m. Congratulations, man. Y'all ever seen City of the Living Dead? If y'all haven't, go on YouTube, type in City of the Living Dead 1980. That movie is creepy. The music, the sounds, it's crazy. You ever seen Demon Win? Yeah, Demon Win's good too. Have y'all seen Demon Win? Demon Win is an 80s movie. Basically, these kids get stuck in like this mountainous region part. They were told not to go there. They go there anyway. And then they try to escape, and the wind keeps taking them back. So they have to fight against the demons. And inside the house, they're protected in the house from the demons. There's like a some sort of like like a god put like some sort of spell right there, and they have to fight the demons until they get out at the end. And then Demon Win's good. Demon Warrior's another good one. Nicholson, The Shining. I used to watch Creep Show. Oh yeah, Creep Show's fucking badass. I might find some good scary movies. Nah, go watch Demon Win and Demon Warrior. Demon Warrior's an 80s movie too. And they had like this warrior demon guy going around killing people at this camp. And that's a good one. Hell's Gate. Yep, that's a good one. Hell's Gate. Uh, about them four kids that couldn't get out of that house, and they locked the gate or whatever, and the kids couldn't get out. 13th Warrior, true story. Oh yeah, I'm a horror movie fanatic. Do you think demons exist? Oh, um, I think people do demonic things, but I don't think demons exist. I think sometimes you can look in certain people in their eyes and you can see the devil. That makes sense. I've seen it before. It's kind of like this glare, this certain stare that certain people do, and it looks like Satan's inside of them. If that makes any sense, or a demon or something. Have y'all ever seen that? People Under the Stairs, Kevin Bacon. That's a good one. Oh, that's a classic. Isn't that when Kevin Bacon was like a kid or some shit? I want to say I think so. But yeah, I've sometimes you could look certain people in the face though, like they got the Satan, the soul of Satan in them. Tremors is a good one. First one's a classic. You see the one where they sucked that woman, that old lady was in the car, and they sucked that car underneath the sand. That Tremor. Wow. But yeah, it's I've looked in certain people, man. You can see the soul of Satan in them, man. That freaks you out. I've seen it. I run into it a couple of times. Some people have a blank stare, and you could tell something ain't right. I don't know if demons exist. Sometimes you can tell Satan's in some of them. Well, I can tell you that. You know. You think Bigfoot exists? I mean, it's possible. They have footage. I mean, it's just possible. Flowers in the Attic when I was 12. Okay, I've never seen that. Is that a horror movie? I need to write that down. Flowers in the Attic. You ever seen Bloodsuckers from Outer Space? Yeah, I did actually. Bloodsuckers from Outer Space is a good one. I've seen that one. That's the one where that virus comes and it makes everybody puke their blood out and then they turn into these bloodsuckers. Yeah, that was a good. I've seen that movie. Or how about this one? Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Have y'all seen those? Now I really wish they would remake that one. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I liked them all. I liked them all. There was only one Invasion of the Body Snatchers where they actually stopped the those pods from spreading to other cities. But the other, I think, two that they made was the one with Donald Sutherland, aka Kiefer Sutherland's father. They never stopped it. It was already too late. And then the 93 version of the Body Snatchers, the last one they made. And then they never made any after that. So it's been 32 years. Wow, how time flies. Maybe they need to make another Body Snatchers real soon so we can get to enjoy it. Kayla said, ew. Well, I don't know why you would put that. Still trying to figure that part out. Damn, it's 3:33 in the morning. Holy shit. That fucking time goes by. Oh man, I love horror movies. You know what? You know what I'm watching right now? Fear of the Walking Dead. I got a chance to finish that. I just finished season 2. So I had season 1, season 2. I'm on season 3, episode 1. I wake up in the morning. And then I'll get up about 11 because I'm going to get some sleep. And then after that, I'm going to watch season 3, episode 1 of The Fear of the Walking Dead. Not to you when you were describing the movie. Oh, yeah. Nah, it's cool, Kaylin. You good? You good? You think people are just natural born haters? I think you have some people that are miserable and they just want to bring others down. And that's unfortunate. This part of life. Can't do anything about it. It's just I try not to watch video makers or content makers that gravitate towards negative energy. I just start unfollowing all of them and I just start following people that are going to help me, help my mind do better, you know? If that makes sense. I believe in the whole energy, you know? If that makes any sense. I try not to watch people that do like race division or gender division or whatever. I try not to watch them. I try to watch people I know they're gonna like I try to watch people that do like like inspiring videos. Like learning new stuff. Picking up a new interest, picking up new hobbies, or maybe like investigative, like crime investigation, or people that do like where they go hunting for gold and shit, hunting for silver. I watch some of those channels, you know, or cooking videos, stuff like that. I try to watch stuff that's a little more positive. I try not to watch like negative content makers, because over the years it just feeds poison to the soul. The Andrew Tates of the world, all those guys. I unfollowed all of them. I try not to watch them anymore. Now sometimes they'll show up on your feeds here and there, but I just try not to watch the people, man. It's just oh yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was badass. I've been cooking. Especially if you see my videos at the house where I'm showing shit. Like spaghetti, fucking wing salad, chicken tenders, pizzas, homemade pizzas. Oh hell yeah! And then I'd be mixing stuff together. You know what's good in, like, on the side of spaghetti? You know you put in there banana peppers. Put a little banana peppers in there. Mixes it up a little bit. You know? I'll tell you the best salad I ever made. You grill chicken, blacken it a little bit, mix it with lettuce, tomatoes, chopped tomatoes or sliced tomatoes, cheese, sauteed onions, sauteed bell peppers. Actually, grill the bell peppers and the onions. Made them black a little bit, like on the edges, and soft and moist. Put them in the salad with the cheese, the lettuce, tomatoes. You grill the chicken, the black chicken, and then you dip it in buffalo sauce just a little bit. Then you put it on top, and then you put ranch on it. And then after that, you put a little bit of Tabasco and a slight hint of black pepper. Boom. Yeah, I've been cooking, girl. I'm just saying, I've been cooking. So, oh, more like I cook and I do concoctions. Black and chicken's fucking badass. Pitch Black with Vin Diesel, that's a good one. What do you think the scariest situation would be? Um, Being out in a dark road by yourself at night in the car driving down a long road. Dark outside, no lighting, just the headlights on the vehicle. Or you're in the middle of woods, in the middle of the night, by yourself. Tell me that don't sound scary. That would freak me out, bro. Hell yeah, I'm always experimenting making up meals. Yeah, you guys see my new shirts? I got some new collars. I got a Beetlejuice one, and I got a Stranger Things collar shirt. And the Beetlejuice one matches my LeBron James purple and the purple one. I got a purple outfit. It's pretty cool. Hell yeah, you say you've changed over the years. Your content, my content's new and improved, raw and authentic. I don't need to, you know, put a facade on anymore. I'm raw and authentic. No edit, no nothing. You get what you get. Hell yeah, I'm always experimenting. Oh yeah, I'm a Stranger Things fan. I think how many seasons were there? Five or four? I think it was four. Am I correct? It's four, right? For the Stranger Things. I think it's four. But yeah, I'm a Stranger Things fan. You know they got Stranger Things pizza. They got the pizza at Walmart. I never tried the ice cream, but I tried. They got the pizza there. I don't know if the pizza's any good though, but I seen it at Walmart. I was shopping there. You know what? I can't wait for Halloween because they're gonna have all the decorations and everything for Halloween. I can't wait. Nothing feels better than decorating your own room for Halloween. I just wish Halloween was celebrated the whole month instead of just October 31st. Nobody really trick or treats anymore. I noticed that. Because you got stranger danger and people like lacing the candy with shit and stuff. Yeah, it's not really word trick or treating anymore. Not the same. I kind of feel bad for kids now. No offense to anybody watching that may have a kid or maybe a kid. I kind of feel bad for them because it sucks. Like, you used to be able to just go wherever you wanted to, hang out with whoever you wanted to. Now it's like you have to like fucking stay in the room because you don't know who to trust leaving the house. A lot of weirdos out there, and you know. Oh, Baskin Robbins has the ice cream. I didn't know that. Eggo waffles in the store. I've only seen the pizza. Oh, the kids hit the stores in New York. What they call it, smash and grab or the dine and dash. What's the highest tip you've ever given? Oh shit. Uh, I've given like probably like $40, $50 on the tip. Oh no, for trick or treat. Oh, okay. So they do the trick or treat inside the store. I always wanted to throw a Halloween party. I've always wanted to do that. Halloween party. Right, little pause. We'll do a Halloween party, boy. We'll do a Halloween party. Everybody bring their costume and shit. Everybody do their costume for Halloween. Yep. I can't believe it's getting late. Yeah, shit. It's already fucking 3:44. But yeah, success is not defined as revenge. So all these video makers that make those videos, you're teaching the wrong thing. Success is not real revenge. Because revenge is just hate. Just hate. Success is just it helps you move on, it helps the healing process a little better. That's the way it should be rephrased. Oh yeah, party it, yeah, yeah. Little pause, you'll get the nachos, okay? You get the nachos. You get the nachos, okay? You get the chili and cheese nachos, and you have to pour them in everybody's bowl, okay? You want to participate, boy? Or otherwise, you're going to have to go outside for Halloween. He said he didn't like what I said just now. Oh, he's the cutest boy in town. He's the cutest little man. He's the cutest, friendliest boy. See? See? He looks up like he's looking at in a stroller, and you have him in the stroller in the store. And that little boy is looking right up at the store like you have him in a stroller. Ah, see? See how he is? Grouchy little boy. Spanish rice, that sounds good. What's up, Michael 903? That's been a minute. Lil Pause gets everybody. He's a suckers. He's a sucker for everybody. Everybody falls for his shit. He likes a little betting thing there. Knowing him, he's gonna scratch the whole thing up. Oh yeah, Pet Cemetery is a classic. Pet Cemetery is a classic. That does sound good. Lil Pause don't even know where he's going. He don't even know where he's going, that boy. You know where you're going, Lil Pause? Do you know where you're going, boy? Damn, you got sharp fucking nails. Thank you. What, movies? Yeah, Stephen King is pretty good. What about Wes Craven's another good one too. I like Wes Craven's. Yeah, Stephen King always plays in all his movies. He does like he does the little cameos. Hold on, what happened? Mm. Watch Dark Knight of Scarecrow, Caitlin. 1981. Write that down right now. Write down City of the Living Dead, 1980. Um, Write that down. Yeah, I know, right? Flowers in the Attic. I've never seen that. Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, 1981. The Village, Adrian Brody. I'm definitely gonna look that one up. Your bed looks comfortable. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, look, I even got my charger on it too. See? So I don't have to like try to find a charger on the floor anymore. I now have it right here next on my bed on the headrest. 6th Sense, Bruce Willis. That's another good one. That's another good one. I forgot all about that movie. Ain't that the one where he survived a train wreck? I think he survived a train wreck. You know? Oh, you watched 6th Sense? Yeah, that was a good movie. I used to do movie nights on here.
until I got flagged. Um, I did one for the Night of the Comet and Dark Knight Scarecrow. And they're still in my archives, by the way. And basically, we'd watch the movie. I put the phone by there and we'd watch the movie together. And I do a little commentary. And then I did one called Night of the Demons, like where it was the one that was made in Italy, not the American one, but Night of the or Demons. It's called Demons. Demon and Demons. I think there's two Demons movies. And I was playing that one, and somebody commented on there, "You can't be doing that." And then all of a sudden, it's like flagged for copyright, which it wasn't even the owners that flagged me. It was a troll that was like, "You can't do that," and just flagged it. So that ended it. Night of the Comet, like a comet that hits the Earth. Comet. The Night of the Comet. Classic movie. But yeah, I got flagged, so I stopped movie night because I was afraid that I'll get another one. American Werewolf's a good one. Beetlejuice. Oh no. Everyone loves Beetlejuice. Did you like Beetlejuice too? Yeah, it was okay. They made Beetlejuice the good guy. The first one, he was the bad guy. They made him the good guy. It was alright. They kind of like made Lydia like this man hating whatever. She's like, we don't fucking need you, no fucking man. I'm like, ah, not this again. And then, you know, like Beetlejuice says, you honor the contract, and they're like, no, she don't have to marry you. She don't need no man. And he's like, oh no, and he just disappeared. And I was just like, oh, come on, man. Just a way to just pick that gender war again, huh? Just get them fighting again. I don't fall for that shit anymore. No, I know what you did last summer was good. The one with Jennifer Love Hewitt. Then Jennifer Love Hewitt had a movie on Lifetime about, I forgot what it was called, but like she was in prostitution and she was like fucking a lot of guys or something. Like her and these other girls got together and they were running like prostitution out of their house. And then finally, the FBI raided them. I forgot what the name of that show was, but she had to give up like a lot of people like to get out of jail. So she snitched on a lot of people. I forgot the name of that one. I got the name of that show, but it was a Lifetime movie. Dude, surprisingly, Lifetime be producing a lot of good movies. Oh, Marvel's that's called the Client List. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, the Client List. But she had to snitch on a lot of like high ranking people, and she got a lot of people arrested and shit. And then she avoided jail, and then she went right back into it again. I'm like, might as well make a OnlyFans. You don't even need to do that no more, sweetheart. Just get yourself an OnlyFans. Do what what's her name did? Denise Richards, or her and her daughter got OnlyFans. Doing OnlyFans. Yeah, that's where you get your money. Well, I'm just saying. There's a Lifetime movie with John Ritter in there where he gets married to like, I think he's married to like three different women. And none of them know that he's married to them. That he's married to all three of them. So he has to like, he was a high paying doctor and he had to fly from different state to state to like see these women and like, and finally the stress killed him. At the end, he died. Only Feats. I think it's OnlyFans. But they have Feet Finders, I think, or something like that. That's what it's called. I don't know. I don't follow none of that. The one where John Ritter was married to three different women. I don't know. You gotta look it up. It was on Lifetime. I watched it like 10 years ago. I forgot the name of that movie, but none of the women knew about it though, and he was hiding it. I think one of the women find out and they called him out on it, but he ended up dying from like stress over it. It's like you have to end up hiding all that. Yeah, snakes on a plane is good. They got spiders on a plane, ants on a plane, anaconda. I've never flown before. I want to fly, but I've never flown before. Marriage is overrated. He was cheating, actually. Who was? John Ritter? John Ritter actually died on set. I know he was making some movie, and he actually died like during set or something. Like he was complaining of some chest pain. Yeah. I just remember John Ritter famous for Problem Child and Three's Company. He had to pretend he was gay so that he could live that he could live in the the house with those girls because Barney Five was all like, you know, was all like, prowling and shit. And he's like, well, you can't live in there. And then he's like, well, I'm gay. And he's like, oh, I guess you could live with those girls if you want to. So he had to live with them. So he got to live with them because they thought he was gay, but he wasn't gay, but they thought he was. No, he wasn't married in real life to three women. It was the movie that he was married to three women, and and he was a doctor in the movie. I forgot what it was called, but yeah, he ended up dying at the end anyway from stress. But y'all go to his funeral. But it wasn't real life. That's the movie, Caitlin. Not real life. John Ritter wasn't married to three women in real life. I think he might have been married with kids. I don't know. Don't be like Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson has like 300 kids. I heard rumors floating around. That's a lot. They said he had a girlfriend in every major city when he was playing for the Lakers. You know, it's got to be stressful doing that shit. Like going around from person to person, stuff, man. That's all got to be stressful. You think so? Magic Johnson. He had AIDS and then went in remission because he paid for all the expensive testing, and they were able to put the AIDS in remission. which kind of makes you wonder if there is a cure for AIDS. Or is it just that it's real expensive and that you have to have the money to get that treatment? You know? It kind of makes you wonder. Just saying. Too many is stressful. Yeah. Sometimes, hell, even one can be stressful. Depending on the person you're with. What I've learned from life is nothing is guaranteed. Nothing in life is guaranteed to last. Everything has an expiration date. Even life has an expiration date. Hell yeah. All comfy. I got my new bed, so I'm good. I mean, plus it is 4 in the morning. It's my new bed. I'm all comfortable. Like, I feel like I can't move. I'm just like laying in bed. Can't move. Crispy shits and shit, man. Mm-hmm. I'm just chilling. Can't believe it's 4 in the morning. I think I'd be up this late on my off day. Today was Friday. Today was poker night. Got me a free mug, a beer mug. I'll remind you. Right? At least I know I can keep you guys entertained. To a degree. I just can't wait for football season. We're 2 weeks away. You know, pillow talk or whatever. Uh-oh. Love is in the air. Love is in the air. Really, it's 4 in the morning, bro. Mm. All right. Who's in love? Change your name to Pei Bei Kang. That's a good one. Next, Brandon Rogers is the king. He put, never mind. Oh, at least I know I'll keep you guys all entertained. Mm. Yep. I'm just comfy in the bed. Can sleep, but can't sleep. Can sleep, but can't sleep. Can sleep. Well, shit, it's late over here. It's like fucking 4 in the morning. Or actually, no, I take that back. It's like 4. It's 4:08. It looks like. Oh yeah, I haven't had that place in years. They closed it down. That location is no longer there. Boy, how time flies. Bushels chicken. Finger licking good. Really supposed to be Bush's chicken, I think. It goes to show you how much I know. Mm-hmm. Bushels chicken. Finger licking good. I'm getting ready for Halloween. Canes is overrated. I haven't had Canes in a while. It's okay. I like that sauce that comes with that you dip the chicken in. The raisin cane sauce is pretty good. Getting the raisin canes. Let me say it's not nothing to rave about. Well, try it and tell us what you think. Caitlin, you should start making videos. Hey, stop that shit, boy. Lay down. Right now. I just cracked my damn arm. Well, make sure you try it and tell us what you think. I forgot you don't make videos. Mm. Mm. All right, well, it is getting late, guys. It's 4:11. I'm tired. So I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Good night.